Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to 6 News. So today we have a very big picture to look at, and this is Harry's new board. So we had one of these in the past and we broke it down and we found out there was a lot in it that was like basically getting shown off for the future. So we can take a look at this one now and see what's going on. Also, we know there's a cinematic as well that actually shows Harry interacting with this board. It was accidentally posted by I think someone like Rainbow Six Japan or something like that. And it's basically the same quality as the sister cinematic we recently had, and Harry was talking about what was going on and how he was doing stuff. So I expect to see that. We also seen little teasers of it in the recent year review as well. But let's zoom in on this because this is full resolution we've got now. And we get a lot of details. So let's begin with the left hand side here. This is probably the most interesting part, but we'll take a look at the rest as well. This is actually Osa's poster here, but let's move through this. So we have some blueprints in the background. Then we have Thorn's Gadget here and here. Moving down, we have a rather tanky looking Juggernaut kind of character. This is, we already know from a few leaks, the Montang Elite right here. So that'll be coming potentially mid-season, seeing as they're showing off in this. And I'm actually hoping that maybe this will be linked to like a Juggernaut arcade playlist or something like that as well. That'd be sweet. Then we have Thunderbird here with her gadget. This is our healing balls from her Thunderbird gadget. We've got this here, which is Flores's drone. This is also Flores's drone, but in the bulletproof exploding mode. We've got Flores control system here. And this is Thunderbird again. Chemical compound here. I guess that might be for Thunderbird or the explosive. Then we have the new operator's throwing knife down here. Now this looks like a compound bow in the lower resolution version, but this is actually just a throwing knife, but it's unfolded. This is the two canisters that cause the gas and then the solidification of the gas. So yeah, this is just a throwing knife split up. You can see these are the handles for the actual throwing knife, and it just folds together. Then we got Osa's shield down here. We got some more blueprints. This looks like a reference picture potentially for the new Irish map. And we've got some text that someone better at reading will have to figure out what all this says. Then we have this. This is actually a Ghost Recon image, and it's on the previous board as well. So maybe we're still going to get some crossovers with Ghost Recon this year too. But let's go back to this. I skipped this deliberately. This is obviously sitting in the middle of all these other gadgets that we already have. So this has to be maybe even the next operator's gadget. It looks as if there's a glass lens here. This also looks like tire treads around the outside. It's very hard to tell how big this is. Like I could imagine holding this pretty comfortably with two hands, but it could be smaller or bigger. There's this here that, I don't know, this could be a gyro, but really unsure. And we get this side image of it. Because this is a lens, we could imagine there might be a lens on both sides. So this could be a 360-degree camera, maybe, but that would seem unlikely. And how would you use it? But this is the interesting part for me. So there's an obvious hole here, the circular hole where this object fits into it. And you can see here, this is the object. And it rotates. We can see little arrows here rotating around and around. What the heck is this? So my thinking is this thing spins in some way, and then it launches these things out, whatever they are. Maybe multiple of them. Seeing as it's circular, there could be maybe 8 or so around the outside, and it could launch them or push them out. But what would they do? It's a very interesting one. It is by far a definite reveal for something in the future. It could be a secondary gadget, it could be a main gadget, it could of course be next operator's gadget. But yeah, I've got zero clue what this does. We'll most likely get a few more clues over the next couple of months, but right now I have no clue what this does. I would love your best guesses in the comment section below. Now moving back to the rest of the stuff. So we've got a lot here that is just to do with everything we of course know that's going on. So this is Night Haven. Looks like they've got a nice little truck. Like I say, this is Osa's picture. This is another kind of just normal image they've taken out of the Ubisoft databases. We've got this one, which is of course a very modern looking stuff. Again, kind of Ghost Recon-y in its current architecture, but this could easily be a new map or stuff like that. We know we're getting 3 this year. We've got a little bit more text here that actually I think I can probably read. You asked me to dig and I did. Something is what I have on Nighthaven. On Nighthaven's base. We actually have a picture of Nighthaven's base. So we got schematics, location. Oh, okay, that picture here is probably Nighthaven's base. There's another picture which is definitely at vehicles. Okay, so they're doing recon on Nighthaven's base. This will be, yeah, this is Nighthaven's R&D center then. It's not perfect, but it's all I could dig up legally. And that specialist, the Valkyrie? Ooh, interesting. So actually over here, this here is Nighthaven's base. We've seen this before. I think it was in the Osa cartoon. So this is actually Nighthaven's, and it obviously looks like a freaking James Bond villain base. So this is Nighthaven's base, and I assume that's what we're getting here. So this is a picture of the trucks that are present. We've got probably an internal picture, and like I say, this is probably an R&D picture. Obviously, like I say, this is just reference Ghost Recon picture. We got a crest here. That could be Thorn's crest. We've got a city here. Looks very European. Like I said, I think this is probably reference for the new map. Oh look, this must be our new operator, Japan. Oh, look at this. Spike in international criminal activity. So I made a video about how they are switching from their sports-based narrative to a military one. So we are actually apparently going after criminals and stuff in the future, which is cool. But what I'm really surprised about is that, because this is Harry's board, so he's obviously tried to get a lot of recon on Nighthaven's base, which means the reputation between Harry and Nighthaven must be really bad. We've got some thermal pictures here. We've got whatever the heck this is. It looks like a submarine, but with a windmill in the back or something. This looks like a partly submerged base or something like that. This is actually Osa's R&D logo. And we've actually got her robot here too. A lot of activity out of Brazil with illegal trafficking. We've got a tank. That tank present at their base. Oh, this looks like that famous volcano in Japan. We've got some stuff here, some more text that I'm probably not going to be able to read. If you want to something... Oh, there will be so much I can't break down. This is an old picture which came out with the Brazilian season. But I don't think that person had a night vision goggle on. I'll see if I can find that original picture. Obviously, we've got operators here. We'll go over that shortly as well. So let's actually break down this section here. This seems to be all about kind of the criminal stuff. You know, links right back to here, spiking international criminal activity. So we got fingerprints, military agency rising cyber attacks, growing police readiness in South America in wake of release of satellite images. ODD incident provides insight into illegal antiques trade. We got kind of like Aztec-y looking stuff here. Of course, we know that it was Amaru or Goyu or both of them actually maybe had a thing in that. We've got some sort of damage. Controlled precise work something. What we got for pictures? Oh, this is more of the Brazilian pictures that were originally released, which I freaking love. I've still got them. They're really good. I'm using one as a wallpaper. And then, of course, we have our operators down here. So, Finca, Wamai, IQ, Smoke, Kali. This is obviously a bald dude. It could literally be, yeah, this is Pulse. It was going to be Pulse or it was going to be Sledge. I've seen this picture before. This is like early marketing for maybe one of the Rainbow Six games. I've definitely seen that before. So we have a lot of text on all the operators here. And even with this high res, it's not exactly clear. It's a bit pixelated. But it's cool, obviously, to see our operators in this quality. Because we haven't seen these guys in cinematics yet, at least some of them. And it's really cool. It is super cool to actually see them. And obviously, if they're doing them in these high quality, they might well all appear in cinematics, other than ones we've obviously got. Then over here, we've got all our operator names. So of course, we know Harry is splitting them up into different teams. But we've got highlighted Blackbeard, Lion, Zofia, Castle. We've got all the other names that we're used to. I'm not sure. Is that Flores? That must be Flores. Yeah. Very cool. Obviously a blank one here. And then we have more. So we've got Thermite, Hibana, Doc, and Cav. That Cav picture, that is from one of the previous SI cinematics. I think actually these all might be from that previous one. And we got some more text. And again, I'm not going to bring in the text because we'll be here all day if I start trying to read all this. We've seen this before. This was in the previous one, which had these graphs and stuff. Damn, it's very cool. So this is kind of showing us the shift in narrative towards a more military-centric story that they're going to go for in this. And I just love this. This is so cool. Seeing our operators in this high quality. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what it means though. This is the thing. I have no clue. Honestly, Valkyrie doing actual like recon off the base for Nighthaven, that changes the whole thing up a bit. It makes it seem even more sinister, and there's obviously must be a big rift between Harry and Callie. So yeah, and obviously this. What the heck is this? This is the question I'll be left with. What is this? This is definitely a new gadget. Could even be next season's gadget. But yeah, let me know what you think of this in the comments below, because this is obviously a lot of potential stuff, but also, like I say, this is just a Ghost Recon picture, so some of it will just be basic things, and yeah, I'd love to know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.